If they're going to reverse on us, we will know in advance. You don't know that with your chart. There's no other charts to do this. And check it out for 10 days, you'll see. But right now, these artificial low interest rates, all this stimulus they're talking about, extending all these benefits, is a bunch of garbage. These stimulus plans are terrible. All this money printing, sending checks to those who do not contribute to productivity. That's nuts. That's now made it impossible for the economy to heal itself. And they know that. But the Federal Reserve, the elitists on Wall Street, they don't care about the economy healing itself. They care about making money. They want to see this market continue to go up. And they don't care how many people are going to go down with this market. They don't care all the 401ks are going to get killed. They could care less about Main Street. Their whole goal is to keep this market going up by printing money, giving it to people who are not connected to any production at all. And that's going to kill this economy. Remember, all this money printing, all this stimulus, all it does is create a temporary illusion of prosperity. There's no prosperity in this market. This is a big fat illusion. Oh, we're up 68%. No, you're not. Be truthful. Say inflation is up 68%. Inflation is up 68% because we have no productivity. All these people spending money, you're giving them money to spend. They're not working. That's ridiculous. You call that prosperity? It's called inflation, you idiot. God, I hate these people on Wall Street, on the CNBC and the rest of them. God, they just don't tell the truth. But in reality, we're getting closer and closer to this bubble bursting. Now, how long is it going to be? I don't know. It doesn't matter to us because we're going to be staying in the banks. We're going to be staying in the leadership group and making money, take advantage of it, just like Wall Street is. We're going to do exactly what they're doing, take advantage of this crime. And is it a crime? Absolutely, this is a crime, what they've been doing. This is unbelievable. Somebody should go to jail for this, for God's sakes. I mean, they're destroying Main Street. They're destroying you. You work hard, your savings, you're trying to pay your house down. They're just every day screwing you. And they make it sound like everything's great, everything's wonderful, right? They don't tell the truth. Listen, here's another guy.
All of the earnings estimates for the S&P 500 are underestimated for Q4 of this year.
None of that is true. That is not true. It's unbelievable. They're talking about how great all the earnings are. The earnings aren't great. Listen to this.
As strong as corporate earnings were in the first quarter, up about 48%. We think earnings in the second quarter are going to be up about 60 or 70%.
But tell them how they get there. That's creating a bubble. How they get there. Why don't you tell them the truth? Because all of this printing of money, they're able to go in and buy the shares when they got lousy earnings. Okay, let's say their earnings are up 5% and they want to go up 20%. So if they got a million shares out, million share float that you and I buy and sell all day long, bid on, million shares, and if they got a 5% and they want to reach 20%, all they do is they go in and they take that million shares and reduce it down to, let's say, 600,000 shares. Now what happens is their earnings go from 5% to 20%. Well, how could that be? Because what they do is they spread their earnings over fewer shares outstanding. That used to be a criminal action. It used to be a felony. No more. So all they do is they take and they reduce the amount of shares they have. That's called stock buybacks. And then they spread their lousy earnings of 5% over these lower amount of shares, a lesser amount. And now it pushes up the earnings. And then that pushes up the stock price. All fake. So what he's saying right there, he should tell you the truth and say, but wait a minute. We'll buy these. The earnings are going up, but they're fake. Because all through stock buybacks, but we'll put our stops in, and we'll protect ourselves, but we'll take advantage of it. But I want you to know, these earnings, it's all fake. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth.
As strong as corporate earnings were in the first quarter, up about 48%. We think earnings in the second quarter are going to be up about 60 or 70%.
Now he should say,
terrific.
Shut up. Now he should say, but let me tell you the truth. What's going on? they're not really up that much. The way we got them up there is the CEO of the company, it used to be a felony, he went in and he took money at 0% from the Fed. They give him money free, interest free, and he goes in and he buys his own shares to reduce the amount of outstanding shares. So instead of a 5%, it's going to show it's 40%. That's what they do. But it doesn't matter. As long as you know when to get in the stock, you know when to get out of the stock, and better yet, when you get out, switch your position so you're shorting it. Look, the bottom line, the stimulus program, all it is just more of the Federal Reserve trying to expand the size of the government. They're totally in control, and that they, the elitists, Wall Street banksters, it's all benefiting them and screwing Main Street. So take advantage of this. Join my gang free for just 10 days and sign up for Working Investor Group. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.